about dirty dishes.
And called 911 on her grandchild.
You called the cops on a 6-year-old because they wouldn't give you your phone back?
I didn't call.
Yes, you did.
Then she kicked her out.
This is my home. This is my car. Sylvia.
How do you feel about the fact that she's homeless and living in her car? Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. Okay, now, I have a question for you guys. How many of you would invite your mother to live with you if she needed a place to stay? Raise your hand. Okay. Okay, now, of those of you with your hands up, how many of you would still allow your mom to live with you if after she moved in, she watched what you were doing and reported you to CPS for being an unfit parent? Well, Janine recently allowed her mother, Liz, to move in with her and her husband, Nathan, and their 4 children, but she ended up kicking her out after suspecting her of reporting them to CPS. Now, what Janine and Nathan don't know is since then, 70-year-old Liz has been homeless and living in her car. Take a look.
Having my mom live with us was a complete nightmare.
I was excited because I would be able to see my grandchildren all the time.
But the truth is, my mom, Liz, didn't want the kids to be around her.
Liz has even gone as far as putting a deadbolt on her bedroom door to help ensure that the kids wouldn't go into her room.
I was supposed to help with the housework, help take care of the kids.
Rather than offer to help out around the house, she would just complain about how things weren't getting done, how there might be dishes in the sink, how laundry was piling up, rather than lift a hand.
My daughter's home was infested with roaches.
So one day there was a knock on the door. It was Child Protective Services.
Child Protective Services wanted to talk to me specifically about dirty dishes, that I was neglectful of the kids.
I was furious.
I did not call Child Protective Services.
What happened was Liz had sent the pictures she took of dirty dishes to a friend, and that friend in turn called Child Protective Services on me.
I told her that, you know, if she's going to threaten our children, she needs to find another place to live.
After living with them for 5 months, they kicked me out of the house.
I don't need the stress of my own mother creating issues like this in my life. Who needs the drama?
Why'd you move her in to begin with?
Well, the situation was she contacted me, I want to say around December of last year,
Right.
saying that they were raising her rent and she wouldn't be able to afford to pay her rent and eat. So my husband Nathan had this idea that because we had a spare room with a private bathroom that we could offer her that particular room.
So it was actually your idea to invite your mother-in-law to move into your house.
Yes, sir.
There's a fresh one.
In fact, knowing the drama that was there, I was hesitant about the idea.
Right.
But ultimately, at the end of the day, again, I'm a person who always believes that family fights for family.
Sure, so how did she treat the children?
Once she moved into our home, she was...
awful.
She was awful to the children.
How so?
She would scream at them.
She accused your 2-year-old of losing her cat.
She did.
So when she moved in, she brought her cat.
She did bring her cat. And one day, it was a nice, cool day. The kids were coming in and out, so the patio door was open. And our youngest inadvertently startled the cat, and the cat just kind of bolted out the door. You know, we helped Liz put up flyers, and she went door to door, and the cat never came back. We put out food for it and everything like that, but the cat never came back. It's not like my 2-year-old just wanted to kick the cat out.
You say that she then, while she was there, 5 months total, right?
Yeah.
That she took pictures of dirty dishes and the general house and showed them to a friend.
Correct.
Was your house so dirty that it could be photographed and shown to a friend?
Well, here's the thing, Dr. Phil. We had 7 people living in the house. I worked. My wife was going through health issues at the time. And her mother was also living in the house, who could raise a finger to help with some of those issues. But she didn't. Rather than do that, she would isolate herself in her room. She would, you know, again, I mean, she wasn't doing the things that we had in the agreement, such as helping, such as watching the children, such as doing some of the things that would have helped alleviate some of those